Hey, I'm Ryan Trimm. I'm the chef and owner at Sunrise East, 117 Prime, and the Tavern. I always kind of, in the back of my mind, knew I wanted to be a cook. I started out cooking in my grandmother's kitchens. I had one from Italy and one from England, and they were always teaching me to bake or cook. Going through college, I kind of thought I was going to end up being a lawyer, and then I quickly found a love for cooking for my friends. Then I got a job at 208 South Lamar in Oxford, Mississippi, and completely fell in love with it. A guy there named Christian Gaines was the person that probably really pushed me to try to do a little more with my career. After I graduated from Ole Miss, I decided not to go to law school, and I moved to Charleston, South Carolina. I got a job at Slightly North of Broad from Christian. He introduced me to Chef Frank Lee, and they brought me on. I spent 3 years there, and then moved back to Memphis to marry my high school sweetheart. At that point, started working at the Grove Grill for Jeff Dunham. Jeff really taught me the business side. You know, you still got to make a dollar at the end of the day. It's fun to have a playground for all of your cooks to play in, but if you can't pay the bills, it really doesn't make a difference. That's why those three people, Christian Gaines, Frank Lee, and Jeff Dunham, are so important in my career and put me to where I am now. Then I met Glenn Hayes. Glenn started Cafe 1912 in La Tourelle back in the day, and Glenn wanted to do another restaurant. And he called me and he brought me over to do a little project called SweetGrass. We quickly became pretty successful there. Within a year, we opened a bar called Next Door, and we had a solid 12-year run there. Wouldn't have changed anything for the world. I think we did a fantastic job. I had a team that made me look really good. I got to meet and know people that have become dear, dear friends, and it was definitely the most important part of my career. 2017, I started talking to a couple guys that used to hang out in Next Door a lot. Craig Blondis, who lived right around the corner and became a good friend, and Roger Sapp. And these two guys already owned Central Barbecue, as many people know. We quickly came up with the concept of Sunrise, and we had it open by November of that year. I think we've become a very good partnership. I wouldn't know what to do without my partners. They're invaluable. Roger came up, he had another piece of property on Union called 117 Prime, and at the time it was Bell Tavern. And we opened 117 Prime, a steakhouse. We wanted to bring something, a little more traditional style steakhouse where people could come down and eat. It's been a blast ever since. We've had an unbelievable team there. Obviously, things are different than they were 10, even 5 years ago. I don't get to get on the line every single day. I don't get to cook every single dish that goes out of my kitchen. I have an unbelievable team with Marissa Griffith and Will Sater and Sammy and Keith Bambrick, and a just remarkable set of people to help me do that. But the first step was stepping away from Prime and allowing Trey to take over a lot of the work there. And Trey Hiddle's been just a cornerstone of that place. And it's allowed me to manage more of the restaurant, focus on the menus, create specials, create the meals that everybody wants to come in and eat. The Memphis Restaurant Association has been such an important part of the Memphis culinary scene for so many years. To have that bond, to be able to go back and talk to people about a lot of the problems you might be having, and having someone there, almost an open forum, to help you in any way you can, and that's something you can't put a price tag on, and it's important. I think more people should be involved and help out some other people that are opening new restaurants. I think there's a lot of good ways that the MRA can help. I'm excited to see what the MRA is going to do in the future to help all these small restaurants and these mom and pop shops get open. I've met so many good people through the MRA. There's a lot of great members and people that I hope are going to be members again soon. There's a great bond in this city among restaurateurs and chefs. It's very different. Everybody's got each other's back. Everybody really looks out for each other. I think as long as you play nice in the sandbox, it's a pretty friendly environment. The Memphis food culture is just fantastic. It's one big group of friends, and I love being a part of that. It'd be hard for me to say that I admire one person. There are so many. To name a few standouts, I'll be honest, Ben Smith was such a great neighbor and such a great guy to talk to. I can't think of anything I miss more than being his neighbor. He's just one of the best dudes out there, and I mean that. I think that's the best way to describe him. A lot of admiration for a lot of people in this town that have done so much, especially the barbecue guys. Eric Vernon, Roger and Craig, all the guys at Cozy Corner. It's a lot of hard work that goes into that. Remember to be patient. Food costs have never been higher, labor costs have never been higher, And, you know, it's almost like starting over. So when you come in, you know, just let us know if there's an issue, and I promise you every restaurant in this town is willing to help you with it. And just keep going out to eat. You know, I think the people that deserve more credit than anyone is my family. They put up with a lack of patience at my house, especially when we're opening a new restaurant. So to my wife, my kids, my mother, who most of you know better than me, I really appreciate all their support and love opening all these restaurants. And we look forward to putting our eggs in the Sunrise basket, pun intended, and open a whole bunch more of these soon.